Need to carefully deal with some powers and roots here. So first one, root 12a times root 3a to the 5. Now the best thing to do here is, rather than try and simplify them separately, put them under a single root. That is allowed. And now that's going to become 36a to the 6. Okay, now I'm actually going to separate it again. So root 36 times root a to the 6. And that's going to give me 6. And then when you square root a to the 6, you actually get a to the 3. You could also write it as a to the 6 to the power of a half and multiply the indices. So they're strong, well, they're essentially the same thing, a power and a root. Well, they are the same thing, right? B. Okay, 64 b to the 3 to the third. Now this time the powers are different. Essentially, I had both of these raised to the power of a half, so it made sense to bring them together. But now I've got a third and I've got minus a half, so I can't multiply these in any way. But what I can do is simplify them separately. Remember, raising to the power of a third is the cube root, so it's going to be the cube root of 64 times the cube root of b cubed. And then over here, it's going to be 1 over 4b to the 4 to the half. I'm going to do this in stages. Okay, whenever you get a minus, it's just make it 1 over and keep the rest of the power the same. Cube root of 64, you can put it in your calculator, but it's 4. It's worth knowing a few cube numbers like that. And then cube root of b cubed is just going to be b. And then we're timesing by 1 over. Now it's going to be the square root of 4 times the square root of b to the 4. I've kind of done this in one go. You could put a square root around it and then do similar to like we did before. Right, I'm nearly there. Now I can write 4b over, it's going to become 2b squared. So I'm going to get 2 over b as my answer. Right, finally, C. Now somehow we have to simplify this. And the only way we're going to be able to do it is to make the base is the same. It's this bit here that is they share a common factor of 3. The 7 and the 4 are no use at the moment really. It's all about the 9 and the 27. So we have to recognize that 9 is actually 3 squared and 27 is 3 cubed. So it's going to be 7 times 3 squared to the 3c minus 4 times 3 to the 3 to the power 2c. That's going to be 7 times 3 to the 6c by multiplying these two powers, minus 4 times 3 to the 6c. Okay, this is much better because now these bases are the same and we can just subtract them just like you would 7x minus 4x. You'd get 3x. Here we're going to get 3 lots of 3 to the 6c. We can simplify it a little bit more by remembering this is 3 to the power of 1 and then adding the two powers. Okay, this is definitely the most awkward of the three questions. Well done on your effort. Brilliant.